Thank you. It is great to be here in the Symphony Hall. And you know what? It's even better to know that in this party, everyone, the Shadow Cabinet, the Members of Parliament, the Council leaders, our candidates, the Voluntary Party, everyone is playing the same tune. It's not often a party leader can say that after one of these conferences, or at least not with a straight face. Today, the financial crisis means that all eyes are on the economy and on the financial markets, and that is absolutely right. As I said yesterday, on this issue, we must put aside our differences and work together with the government in the short term to ensure financial stability. And it's good that our proposal to increase the protection for depositors to £50,000 has been taken up. And it's good that the European regulators are looking at the proposal I spoke about yesterday to bring stability to the banking system. I repeat, we will not allow what happened in America to happen here. We will work with the government in the short term to protect our economy. But as I also said yesterday, that mustn't stop us telling the truth about the mistakes that have been made. It is our political duty, it's our constitutional duty to hold the government to account, to explain where they went wrong, to set out how we would do things differently to rebuild our economy. So we must not hold back from being critical about the decisions that over 10 years have led us to this point. We need to learn the lessons. We need to give the British people a choice. It's our responsibility to make sense of this crisis for them and to show them the right way out of it. We've started to do that in Birmingham here this week. We've had a good conference, an optimistic conference, but a sober conference. We understand the gravity of the situation that our country is in. And our response is measured, it is proportionate, and it is responsible. The test for a political party is whether it can rise to the challenge of what the country requires and what the times demand. And I believe we've passed that test here this week. And I want to thank George Osborne and William Hague and all my team in the Shadow Cabinet and all of you for making this conference a success. The reality of government is that difficulties don't come in some neat and predictable order, one by one. Difficulties come at you from all sides, one on top of the other, and you've got to be able to handle all of them. So amidst this financial crisis, let us not forget that we are a nation at war. In Afghanistan today, our armed forces are defending our freedom and our way of life as surely and as bravely as any in our history. Let us be clear about why they are there. If we fail in our mission, the Taliban come back. And if the Taliban come back, the terrorist training camps come back. And if that happens, there will be more terrorists, more bombs, and more slaughter on our streets. And that is why, in this party, we back our troops' mission 100%. I've been to visit them every year since I've been doing this job. And earlier this month, up the Helmand River in a place called Sangin, I met a soldier in the Royal Irish Regiment, Ranger Blaine Miller. He had only just turned 18 years old. He was the youngest soldier there. He's not much more than a boy, and he's there in the 45-degree heat, fighting a ferocious enemy on the other side of the world. I said to him, "You are doing an incredible job." And I remember he just said, "I'm just doing my duty." And you know, every politician says it's the first duty of government to protect our country, and of course that's right. But today, we're not protecting people like Blaine who protect us, and that is wrong. In Afghanistan, the number of our troops has almost doubled, but the number of helicopters has stayed just the same. American soldiers start their rest and their recuperation the day they arrive back home. Our troops have to count the days they spend getting home. We've got troops' families living in substandard homes. We've got soldiers going into harm's way without the equipment they need. We've got businesses in our country that instead of welcoming people in military uniform and honoring their service, are turning them away and refusing them services, and that is wrong. We are going to stop sending young men to war without the equipment they need. We're going to stop treating our soldiers like second-class citizens. We will do all it takes to make our country safe, and we will do all it takes to protect those heroes who do so much for us. And today there's a particular group of heroes who many people will be thinking about. They fought for us in the slit trenches in Burma. They fought through the jungles of Malaya. They fought in the freezing cold of the Falklands. And yesterday, the courts ruled that Gurkhas who want to live in Britain should be able to. They risked their lives. So I say to the government today, I know there are difficult questions about pension, about housing, but let us find a way to make it work. Don't appeal that ruling. Let us let those brave people who fought for us come and live with us.